Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Lenny and this is Big Girls Really Do Cry. It's been a while. It's been a while. So I did do a live last Saturday, if anyone saw. Where have I been? That is the point, isn't it? So there's been no Trivia Tuesday or Banish Bin for nearly 3 weeks, so it'll be like 3 weeks on Tuesday. And so there's only been like the one video for me. No, it's actually more than 3 weeks. I think it's over 3 weeks now. I think I last did a Banish Bin on the 16th of March, and what we're on now, 3rd of April. I don't know what that is, because I'm not going to attempt to try and work it out and count, because me and maths just don't work, and especially me and pressurized maths when you're trying to think. So yeah, where have I been? Well, as a lot of you may already know, I did talk about it on Saturday, and I did put a post up. I have been in hospital. I've been in hospital 3 times. Yes, I did say 3 times. So what you will have known is up until last Saturday I'd been in hospital twice. So I have issues with my gallbladder, in that I have gallstones. It causes something called, it's like biliary colic. I think that's what it's called exactly. Or it gets inflamed and infected. It causes like gallbladder infection type thing, and so it is the most horrendously painful thing I've ever had. And I've given birth. Well, once I had a cesarean, so I've given birth once. Have you still given birth if you have a cesarean? Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going down that path because that's too easy for me to travel off. I need to stick to what I'm doing. I just realised I didn't even say what this is, did I? This is just going to be a chatty catch-up type of thing. I'm also going to talk about my weight in the second half of it. Yeah, including the numbers. Oh dear. But yeah, needs must and things or whatever, I don't know. Right, stop waffling, Annie, stop waffling. Right, so I ended up in hospital with the gallbladder thing. I was in overnight, so that was early hours of Tuesday till early hours of Monday till Tuesday tea time. So that's not Monday gone, but the Monday before. So I had to cancel the Banish Bin because I didn't know I'd get back in time, etc, etc. And also I was absolutely shattered because I didn't sleep. Because you can't sleep with the pain of the gallbladder anyway, but also you can't sleep in hospitals, can you? So that was that. Then on the Thursday I went out, I did me little wander about like I do around the doors, taking some photos. Well, actually I think I went to Rokeback, but whatever. Came back, it was really windy, like very windy, like gale, I think it was like 15-mile-an-hour winds or whatever it was. Anyway, I came back in, came through the patio doors, and the patio door sort of smashed into my foot. My feet hang over the edge because I've got lipedema, so in the wheelchair my feet hang over the edge of the wheelchair because I can't pull my legs in because of the fluid and everything in my legs, and the fat obviously, because I am a big girl anyway. I don't like saying that, big girl, it sounds weird. Right, moving on again because I'll distract myself too many times. So yeah, so I had my foot over the edge, the door was hit by the wind, my foot went sort of round and back on itself, added slightly by the fact that I panicked, went to move the control on the wheelchair, and Robo Bitch, you know that's her name, and I knocked because it's so sensitive, I knocked it more into the door, and I heard this horrendous, and I mean horrendous, crunch noise, and then I just went into sort of like, I was proper like you know when you don't know what to do, and you kind of like just want, like I was wandering around aimlessly, like sort of looking, and the doors were still open. I had, you know, I was like shaking, so like I was uncontrollably shaking. Tears were coming, but I don't think I was making any noise, or at least I don't remember making any noise. But then, who knows? And as luck might have it, one of my carers had picked her daughter up from school and was taking her home, and she was going past here with her sister, and she waved at me because she was at a bit of a distance. She waved at me and I waved her over, and the closer she got to me, the more horrified she looked as she realised that, like, actually I wasn't happy. There was something wrong, you know, and I think she must have probably seen that I was shaking very uncontrollably type of thing. Anyway, got to hospital, got it x-rayed and everything. It was very long waits in hospital, in the A&E, and nothing was broken, although I was really surprised. I expected it to be broken. Nothing was broken. They said it's like sort of ligament, tendon, soft tissue type stuff, which is rather painful. So that was just, so that was that 2 weeks today, or a week today? No, Mum, we're on Saturday now. It's just over a week ago. Yeah, just over a week ago. So yeah, so this happened not Thursday gone, but last Thursday, and obviously I used my foot to like push myself over and things like that. So it was very painful. I came out of hospital on painkillers, and it's much improved. There was very little bruising at first, but it was very swollen, and it looked like there was a ball in my foot. I will insert a picture here, and it kind of looked like there was a ball at the bottom of my foot, like where my heel and my ankle is type of thing. But now it's gone down quite a bit, like the swelling has, but there's like bruising along the back of the heel, and then it goes up my foot, like along the edge, which I'll also insert a picture of now. And the picture doesn't do the actual bruising justice, because it looks quite sort of dark pink, but that is actually bruising. But yeah, it is a lot better. I can still feel it there. I mean, I know I don't walk, so therefore putting pressure through it as in to walk, I don't know, but I can't yet put pressure through it to turn over. So there's that. But yeah, sorted. Anyway, thinking, right, I'm done with this, that's enough, you know what I mean? I was given part of what I was given was ibuprofen, and I had my tea on the Saturday, so I did the live. I had my tea on the Saturday, fine and everything. I went to sleep. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so this was a week today. So I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. My foot was killing, so I took paracetamol and ibuprofen. I normally always take it with food. I've never took it without food. And I woke up again at 6 o'clock, and my gallstone pain was back. And my stomach just feels on fire. It's awful. I tried my best to like sort of deal with it. As the day went on, it got worse. By 4 o'clock on the tea time, I was in absolute agony that my carer phoned 111, and I went back in hospital, and I got out on Thursday. So I was there from Sunday tea time ish. I think it was about 6 by the time I got there, and came out yeah, about the same time on the Thursday. It's completely fine. I've been referred again to get my gallbladder removed. I was doing a video about it. I don't think I've mentioned it much really, but I do have I've been told I have a really large, because I did have an MRI for it, and I have a really large stone. I did have a few stones, so I'm guessing it's just I'll become one, something like that. They'll join together. I was meant to get it removed. I got a phone call the day after my mum died to go in for my pre-op, like a couple of days later, and I was like, I just can't deal with this right now. So obviously I explained, and they said, oh, no problem, you know, like, we understand, just sort of we'll get back in touch with you, kind of thing. Anyway, that being said, I have been re-referred. I should hear back within 6 weeks. So we'll see what happens from there, really. So yeah, that is basically where I've been, and I don't want to go anywhere else. And I'm done. I've had my share. I don't want any more drama. It's, I cannot be bothered with it. So we can leave that there. We surely can leave that just right there. So before I go on to my weight side of things, I would like to say thank you so much to Susan, who is Bad Wolf, for the lovely flowers that she sent me. Now I'm going to put a photo up here, but I was in hospital when they arrived, and my son arranged them, so not very well. Neither did he take a good photo either. So I apologise in advance, and I apologise for Susan for that as well. And I'll send him to flower arranging school or something. Flower arranging school? Yeah, it's got to be a thing on it. Anyway, but yes, I was very chuffed, and they are so beautiful. So thank you very much. Absolutely love tulips. So yes. And the other thing I wanted to say thank you for was for my lovely card from Cassie. I think she's not, is she Cass now? No, Cassie. So it says, get well soon. The good news is this card is guaranteed to make you feel better. The bad news is that it's a suppository. You might want to cut round the corners first. So yeah, that made me smile. And it's got, Leonie, I'm so sorry to hear about your poorly foot. I hope it starts to feel better for you soon. I know this card won't make the pain go away, but I just wanted to make you laugh and send you a hug. So love, Cassie. So thank you so much, Cassie. That was really lovely of you, and it did make me smile and make me laugh. So yeah, cool. All right, moving on to this subject. Actually, one other thing. This video is like a chatty vlog, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a weekly highlights vlog. So there'll be, similar to this, there'll be me coming on, and then I'll have a talk about the week or whatever, and if there's any highlights from the week that I've videoed, I will put them in. So it could be a little bit of footage when I'm out and about, do you know what I mean, or something that I've gotten, something I've tried, anything at all. It could be, there might be a little bit of something that's just a bit of a highlight from the week that I'll stick in the middle, but you will get me chatting at the beginning, you'll get the highlights of whatever footage I've took. I don't have any for this, by the way. And then you'll get my weekly update with regards to my weight. Now, I lost 18 stone 7, and I knew I've gained weight over the past year, and I think the weight gain has increased, well, had increased gradually from sort of March last year on up through June, and then it increased some more. And then once we got to September, I think I was back into sort of binging mode, really. Binge eating was something I used to use as a way of coping previously, and haven't done it for probably a good couple of years. I was going through some stressful things. In fact, within 5 months I lost my mum, dad, auntie and friend, and I think that my brain, in order to cope, just reverted back to old ways of coping, and I think that's what I did. Obviously in that time I gained a lot of weight. I was starting to feel the difference in terms of like how it, how the wheelchair was a little bit snugger, or rolling over was harder, or whatever. And I know I do have an underactive thyroid, which I'm medicated for. I also have lipedema and lymphedema, which I did a video about, and I will link it up there if you want to watch it after this, and they will add to it, but it boils down to the fact that I've gained weight, and so at my heaviest weight, at my heaviest recorded weight, I was 47 stone 7, which is 668 pounds. So yeah, it's about 5 people, or 5 me's really. So that's a lot of weight, and it nearly killed me, and that is the truth. It nearly took my life, and I do not want to go back there. And the lowest I got to was 29.7, and as I said, I got weighed, and I am 38.5, which is 540 pounds. So I've pretty much put on half of what I lost originally. So my weight loss now stands at 128 pounds, which is about 9 stone 2. Yeah, and although it's hard to see all of that, and be that honest, I'm not disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm not, what's the words I'm looking for? I'm not guilt tripping myself. I'm not ashamed. I've been there, and I've done all those over and over and over again, and it got me nowhere, and it did nothing. And I'm not the same person I was when I did this before, you know what I mean? And I know that I can do it, and I feel positive, and all of those things that I want to have a life, and to have a life I need not to be this way, and that is the truth. I need to keep getting rid of it so that I can keep going out, eventually get a smaller robo bitch and go further afield, and maybe, when I can possibly use like some other mode of transport to be able to do that. And these are all aims I have, and also to get my knees done, and I need to get this gallbladder out, and like there's so many things that I need to do, and I need to remind myself of this. And whilst my parents oh God, my parents were so happy. Why am I crying? My parents were so happy when I got back outside again, and I stopped hiding, and they used to ask me how much I'd lost, and they both couldn't believe that I was out and about, and I was going the places I was going, because I'd hid away for so long there. And I don't want to, I'm not a person anymore, and I don't want to be that person again. And I don't know why I'm crying. Probably because I mentioned my parents. Right, stop, Lenny, stop. I'm not like I said, I'm not angry, I'm not disappointed, I'm not guilty, I'm just nothing. I'm just gonna do something about it because I need to, and I want to document it here. It's extra motivation and it's extra push and support, and you know, and hopefully anyone out there who's in the same boat, and you know, and taking inspiration from Carla, who's doing amazing, and and she puts it out there, and it seems to be motivating her. And I'd like to think that I could do it anyway, but you know, get as much help as you can, you know what I mean, is why not? And if it motivates someone else to do the same. And I think the reason being is that, like, I'm going to struggle to get weighed, and I know I will, because it's not easy. Unfortunately, I can't stand, and therefore it isn't easy. It's just one of them things, and I'm trying not to focus on the numbers, and I can't really measure myself either because my limbs go up and down all the time because of the fluid, so it wouldn't really register what's that word? Register properly. So until I can get weighed, and then when I do, hopefully it'll be 3 monthly. Obviously I'll let you know how it is, what's happening. I may do them videos like as a standalone if it's not on a day that it's if it's not near a day that like I do this, because I'll be like so excited to see. So I might have to do that as a standalone, hopefully. But my aim is to start at 2,500 calories, that is, and go back to calorie counting. According to so I use a TDE or a TDEE, which is a total, oh god, I can't, total daily energy something, and I've totally lost what it is. But anyway, if you put TDEE in to Google, you'll find it. It's basically a calculator, and it tells you the calories you should have to be it going by your weight, height, age, level of activity. Now I always work off my basal metabolic rate. So your basal metabolic rate is your is basically what your body does to keep you alive. You know, your breathing, your heart, everything. That's your majority of your calories is used just to work your brain, your heart and everything. So if you are, say, or is it sedentary, I think that's how you say it, then you've got, like, say, an office job, so you're not going to be as active as someone who works in a hospital where they're walking a lot and moving a lot, you know what I mean? And so depending on that is what you would usually go off, and then in order to lose weight you would cut that by 500. Now but because I'm in bed most of the time, and I mean, although I do roll over, it's probably not going to consist of much in terms of calorie burn. I am going to go off my basal calories, which is just over 3,079, and then I'm going to cut them by 500 to give me hopefully a 1 to 2 pound loss per week. So I'm going to do 2,500 calories. I was going to cut them down over the next few months, but I think I'm going to leave it at 2,500 till I get weighed, because I believe that I must have been eating 3,500 to 5,000, maybe even more, especially on a day that I binged really badly. So I'm gonna cut it down to 2,500. When I get weighed, I will drop it again after that by 100 to 2,400. But for right now, and I'm hoping to get weighed just before my birthday. I've requested it already, but you never know, because it's, you know, it's June, my birthday, but I will obviously keep battering them. I mean, even if I could get, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, twice a year would be something. just so I knew when, that would be good. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to do an update here. It'll just be me talking about the week, telling you if I've stayed in within calories, and I'll try and take photos of anything new that I might try, or talk about anything new, or see how I've been feeling within the food, or whatever. And hopefully if anyone is losing weight, whichever way you're doing it, you can tell us about your progress in the bottom as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've said what I needed to say. As hard as that was, it's just sort of saying the words, because I've written the words before, because I have got a blog under the same name. I mean, I haven't wrote in it for ages, but that's where this all started, before I did YouTube. And that started when I was back when I was in hospital in 2017. And like, obviously I wrote it down on that, but it's one thing writing it. I mean, I was terrified then when I wrote it, but now it's like another level, if that makes sense. But it is what it is, and I can't change what I've done, and I'm not going to go over and over it. It's been a tough year, and I just think I need to do something about it, and that's the thing. It's not a case of like, punishing myself anymore. It's just a case of pushing forward, and so that's what I want to do. Anyway, thank you very much everyone for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye.